Do you want to learn how to use the CGI Thomas in Blender? Do you desire to create an awesome wallpaper or profile picture featuring the lovable blue idiot? If so, this video is for you. Why, hello everybody. Glad to have you here. Today I'm going to be showing how to use the CGI Thomas rig, or the model. And I've been seeing a lot of people finding very hard to try and import the thing and even know where to find it. It's kind of a confusing thing, or something I don't even know. But anyway, let's get off to the basics. How to install Blender. If any of you people know out there actually knows how to download Blender, good for you. Give a pat on the back. I think there will be a timestamp somewhere in this video that will show you the right timestamp to get you into everything. But if you're new and want to get into Blender and want to know where to download it, then it's okay. I'll show you the way. First, open up any type of web browser, like Chrome, Firefox, or whatever you use. Even Windows cruddy web browser as well. But anyway, you want to go to blender.org. We'll get to this tab in a moment. And download the latest Blender update. Or download the latest Blender. This one right now is Blender 4.1.1. Now, it will download on the little download indicator on the top right hand corner. And when it's done, you don't need this anymore. You could also donate to them as well in the right currency. I don't know why it's all in this. Or make an account on here and find out what they're doing. So anyway, let's get into Blender. Let's get into this. Now, it'll be on your download page. Nothing else will be in there, but if you've seen this, you just need this. Blender, yada yada yada, and all this. Now, because I already have it on here, I'm just going to say, click on this, and then follow the steps. But right now on the screen, there will be also sometimes a warning of Windows' little protection that's saying, oh, we don't trust this app. Just ignore it. Just go to run anything, or what's shown on the screen right now. And after all of that, Blender will be open for you. Or Blender would be here on the desktop for you. Now, let's get into Blender. Here is the wonderful world of Blender. Now, I have a bunch of settings that I like to I like to set up before I ever start using Blender. Now, basically it will be a way different experience than you. But first, go to Cycles. It's supposed to be Eevee. I kind of love the name. But change this render engine to Eevee to Cycles. Then go to Edit, Preferences, and go to System. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing. It's going to be on none for right now. Well, it's going to be on none for you guys. But if you know what you're doing, just click on these because you need your specs on your computer. Now this will help you render your stuff. And also change this to GPU compatibility. There's ones for Apple, AMD, newer and older. Oh god, I forgot the brand, but It's the ones with the RTX and the other one that I kind of forgot the name. But for right now, I have AMD graphics. But if you have anything else, please change it to this. And also, save preferences when you're done. Now, then go back to... Now, you could do like a bunch of other things, but I will show you how to set these up. But, you know what? I'll do it right now. Viewport 200, or just follow my instructions right now. I'll put a timestamp if you already know this stuff. But the biggest thing is samples. Turn that on and put this straight to 0. This will definitely help you, even a lot. And also performance. Go to and press this thing. Final render. Perfection data or something like that. And let's say put the size to that if you want to. But if you know all of this, then give yourself a pat on the back. But if you don't, then it's okay. Now, to save all of this so you could start it up again, go to default and save startup file. Save it. And now everything in this will be saved. Oh, and one more thing. Go to save and load, autosave, and turn it off. I know autosave will kind of help you in the back, or save your butt if something's gone wrong, I'm gonna say. But it will fill up your hard drive, or M.2, or SSD, or whatever you got, because it will save a backup of whatever you're trying to do. So, yeah, now that's out of the way, and you already got all your settings, right? Actually, let's learn the basics. Middle mouse is to move your camera around. I think I don't know what yeah, I'm just pressing random buttons, I'm so sorry. But middle mouse and scroll wheel back and forth will zoom you in and out. And yeah. That's the basics of how to move around in Blender. We'll get to this other stuff later. Now, go out of Blender. Now, you don't need to save, but discard the changes. Now, to the real meat of this episode. The real man. We're getting the real man. Why don't you go back to your browser? Now, in the description, I'll have a link to this Twitter that has a CGI port of that guy right there. Not this guy, that guy right there. Now, just press on this Google Drive. Don't worry, it is safe. Well, it is 100% safe. Now, what you need to do is to press Shift on textures, and this is called the Real Thomas Real.blender. This is important because if you don't do this, you'll find your Thomas being purple with weird dots everywhere. And you have to figure out how to texture everything. Now, just press download. It'll be in a zip. And just wait a while. I'll time skip it after this. And would you look at that? Our Thomas is downloaded. Now exit the web browser because we're not going to be needing more. Then go to recycle bin or anything you have. Go to downloads. Then I want you to do is go to Blender T and then click on the Thomas M file that we made. And then I want you to drop it into that file. Now, you're wondering, okay, so what do we do on this? Now, click on it and extract all. If you have zip or any other thing, then you're fine. But we're going to do it the normal way. Then just click select file on the main. Then press extract. Don't know why it gives you a second one, but now it's time. Now you could also get rid of the zip file. We're not going to be needing that, but if you want to save it just in case, feel free. But for my sake, I'm just going to delete it. Now, let's press this and open him up. Ah, look at him. Ain't he a beaut? Also, I'm going to do something real quick. Oh, I just pressed Control S. That will save you in handy. Cursor to okay, there you go. Ah, look at him. Ain't he a beaut? Now, I was going to say do not make any changes on this guy for right now. But because I'm showing you, I want you a 100% perfect Thomas. So, let's fix some texture issues. I know I said that there was some, if you mess up with the download, there will be some texture issues, but because this is a import, there will be some issues with the CGI Thomas. Now, let me just first, and you wonder what happened, it went into pose mode. You could change it back from pose mode to object mode. I will get into actually no, I won't show edit mode. You have to find out down yourself. Anyway, you can see that the CGI Thomas has a weird texture that doesn't look right with one of the textures. Well, you could actually click on this and it will show you what type of object number it is or object. And I want you to go to the materials tab. Is this one at the bottom. Now, I've been working with this model and I completely found out why this was it, or this was a wrong texture. So you could look at the number or letter that's in there and notice it's not the same. So let's just fix it real quick. Make sure it's the right one, or make sure what number you need, like 009. Press this X right here. Don't panic. This is normal. And then click on this little circle thing right here. And then click the 09. And voila. Your Thomas has the right, or whatever you call these. I think it's just for extra detail. Now, on the coupling, I did found this when I was testing around with the model, and it's the same thing. Find a number for this, which is 001, and then you're fixed. Now you think, oh, it's all done now. Now, if you're satisfied, go to the timestamp in the video where I show you how to like import it to your own type of file and show you how to get them set up and pretty with all the lighting and stuff. But if you want to stay around, there is a lot of things with this boy. There's a lot of things wrong. Now, I'm going to click the armature. Now, you might be wondering, what the heck are you doing? Now, this is a full rig. Basically to make it more easier for the animators out there. Okay. Now I'm back. Now, yeah, this is a rig. Now I will show you how to use it in the timestamp that I did. And if you're satisfied, but you want to go to this where it says object mode and then pose mode. Now, click on the rectangle that's surrounding Thomas right now. Now, where is it? Oh, there it is. What I opened is the little maintenance or your like cursor move tool and everything other. It'll be like right here. But I want you to do is just to move Thomas right there. And let's just say this will save you a lot of time. But there is some issues with him even under the boiler. And you could see that little rings. Now I think they were supposed to be like O-rings, like something to make his wheel spin, but they're the wrong texture. And I'm not joking. They're the wrong texture. Even these little rings, like right there, they're like the wrong texture. I don't know if it was a design choice for it, but yeah, if you get into a camera with that, you'll kind of get annoyed. But also, there is one more thing that you could do. You see this blue right here? Yeah. So you're probably wondering, what the heck? Why is this all... Why are all the textures like wrong? Well, because this was an import from Maya to Blender, so some things may get lost in, well, everything. Now, I think I did found a texture for the little, like, these things in here. I think it's just this. So, I'm just gonna jump cut to, or just do a fast forward of everything that you need to do. Find what number this is, and just do what you need to do. Alright, so now that's done, let's get into this little thing. Now it's easy. It's just, you have to just click around and it uses the same thing. So you just click, get rid of that texture, put in that texture, and boom, you're done. Now, I don't know why, but every time I download this model, I see, like, the transforms are a little weird. Like, I know 90, but only this middle wheel is all like 0, 0, all this, and 1. Like, seriously, the whole wheel is like that. Also these little like rings as well, but I don't know why. But I think it doesn't matter that much. But if you're like me, I like to put everything like, you know, basically neat and tidy. Don't want any mistakes. Now, you're wondering, how the heck did I put this guy back? Oh, just get the model, put it to 0, and you're done. Oh. Well, not quite. Ugh. Why does this thing always happen? Basically, these pistons just lose it every time. So just carefully... Okay, I'm also pressing shift while I'm doing this. Just carefully bring him to 0. I'll just time skip this. Or if you get to a number like this, just hit 0. And boom, you're done. You could also, this is his eye control. I directly like to put it at -3 and lock it. This will become relevant later, so now you're done. Now you're wondering, okay, so do we just animate him in this? Well, no. Now we'll get to the fun part. I want to press Ctrl S to save him. And now... Also, sorry for the noise, my fans are going crazy. Yeah, your fans will do this too. Hey everybody, this is Johnny52 here. And you may be wondering why I stopped the video right here and there's just a black screen. Well, OBS decided to glitch out and lag a bit. So I have to change the video format. Instead of 60 frames per second, you're getting 30. And also a little bit less quality on the recording. But I hope you understand because, seriously, the other half of this video, it was bad. Heck, I stuttered, I couldn't even figure out what I was saying. So, I hope you understand, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to do my best, but I hope you understand of how to use the rig. Anyway, let's move on. The next part of the video. Thank you. Alright guys, this is the second time I'm doing this. It's 1:45 in the morning, but I have to get this done before 12 o'clock Wednesday. Oh boy. Anyway, I had some problems again. I'm not gonna show you the other ones, but let's get into it. Go into Blender. Delete everything. And let's do this step by step. Press collections, then go to file, append, and go to where you put your Thomas model in, and collections, press A, and there you go. You might be wondering why is there a bunch of stuff that shouldn't be there? Well, just open this up and first turn this off, then just delete this other collection. Then the bones snap, shape, and there you go. Wait, this is better. And, oh wait, hold on. Let me just, 0. There we go. Sometimes just mess around with this. Go back and forth a little bit. This will kind of fix up if any lag issues came across. Anyway, let's get into this. Now, go to the viewport shading. Now, do you see this little, like, scope thing? Click the -Y and you're in the front view. I gotta say, this is way more easier than using this. So, click on his armature or his rig. Go into pose mode and let's get him a little smile. Click on this little circle, press G, and oh, I forgot one step. Click this little X next to the butterfly, and magic. Sad, happy, but we're gonna be doing a smile face. Close enough. Now this just goes straight, and you got a decent smile, I gotta say. Now we got all that. I would say I'll teach you the rest in the second animation, or the second one, like these property tabs. Now let's give him a surface so he could stand on. Put a new collection in, but it has like or just spell ground or whatever you put this. I'm gonna just put any type of word you want there. Now go to object mode, add mesh plane, and go to the little things over here, transform, and scale this up to 15. Control A, scale. Now if you want to add a little bit of color, go to this little materials properties, add a new material. You could change it to whatever color, but I'm choosing black for right now. And roughness all the way. There is a way to like make it more better, but I'm just trying to finish this whole video up. Seriously, it's like 1:50 in the morning. Anyway, now you got your ground. Put another collection and add camera, dolly camera. This camera is way more better than your standard one because you could actually fully rig. It's a fully rigged fully rig. That means you could put it in pose mode if you want. Put anything in pose mode. Just so you could have a little bit more control. Anyway, let me just I'm put this global to location, I think it's called, or locate, and just start messing around with the camera until you get pretty decent shot of the little blue idiot. That kind of looks okay. Maybe a little bit down, so could be we're looking up to him. And there you go. We could worry about all this in the next video. Oh my god, my hands. Blah. Okay, so now you want your lighting. Great. Remember sky. Great. Now, if you're on this worlds tab, click on this little world, this little earth with 2 sticks. Press dynamic 1. Give it. Oh, wait. Now, it'll be on your control panel, but you need to go into the viewport scenes. And also, there is a command where you could, like, so nothing else could be viewed on the outside, only on this little square. Now, if you're wondering what this little square is, that's actually your camera resolution. And you can find it on your output settings of your resolution. You could put this to 720p, 1080p, or 4K, or any type of resolutions that will work for you. But we're not going to be doing that today. So back to the world tab, dynamic 1. Now I do got a good setup for you. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Sun value, go to RGB, click on these 3.680. That should brighten up the place. Sky. Sure. Oh, don't. Click these 3. I mean, what am I doing? Okay, red. 0.00490, which will give you just 5, I guess. Green. 0.021. Then blue. 0.615. That will give you the sky. Now the background, which is the horizon color, red is 0.067. The green is 0.12. Oh wait, no, 142. Then the blue is 0.638. Now you got your sky background. Now time for the clouds. Blue, green, and red. 0.5. Then dynamic cloud details, or whatever this is, put it to 0. And you would be done, but I do got some other settings here for you. Now, the brightness, 1000. Now, the shadow color, or the shadow, is 0.880. And the sun value is 0.960. Now I'm just checking over stuff. Actually, I'm going to put the max samples to 10 for right now. And now let's mess around with the sun value. Well, after messing around with the sun value, I kind of got into it. But I probably will have a Google Drive of basically of this sun value and probably others. It'll probably be in the next video where I showcase like a bunch of other sun values that I use. But hopefully these ones are, hopefully this one is okay. I gotta say, For this lighting setup, it looks good. Now the best part. After you're done with all this, hit this, then go to render image. Now you could render your whole thing. You could also turn off the samples if you want. And yeah, that's basically it. So I hope you enjoy this part. Hopefully you enjoy this video. Please give a big thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, it's okay. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys. And thanks for watching. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. If you want to save your project, go to File, Save As, and you could put it in your where you near the Thomas model, and you could just name it whatever you want, like first R or something, and save. Now you're completely finished. See you in the next tutorial.